History is haunted by ghosts, phantoms of what could have been. No shadow is longer than the one cast by the smoke over Alexandria nearly 2,000 years ago. We all know the story. The greatest collection of knowledge in the ancient world, a beacon of intellect, was lost to flames. Centuries of philosophy, astronomy, and mathematics turned to ash. It's often called the greatest intellectual tragedy in history, a wound that arguably set humanity back by 1,000 years. But this channel is about the history that wasn't, so we ask the monumental question, what if it never burned? What if that flame was extinguished and the chain of knowledge never broken? Today, we explore that unwritten chapter, the story of a world without ash. To understand what we gained, we must remember what was lost. The Library of Alexandria wasn't just a building. It was the brain of the ancient world, the first global research university. Here, Eratosthenes calculated the Earth's circumference with stunning accuracy. Here, Euclid wrote the laws of geometry. Here, Hero of Alexandria built the first steam engine, a device dismissed as a novelty. And here, Aristarchus first proposed that the Earth revolved around the sun, 1,700 years before Copernicus. In our timeline, this knowledge was scattered and forgotten. But in the unwritten history, the library thrives. It becomes a sacred institution funded by Roman emperors who see its value not just in knowledge, but in power. The first domino to fall is steam power. Hero's Aeola pile is no longer a toy. Alexandrian engineers, with countless texts, refine it. Within 2 centuries, simple steam engines are used to pump water, power cranes, and forge metals. The Industrial Revolution doesn't begin in 18th century Britain. It begins in 200 AD, around the Mediterranean. With this early industrial power, the world shrinks. Roman roads are flanked by Roman railways, transporting goods and legions at astonishing speeds. But the greatest change is at sea. Eratosthenes' maps, perfected with new data, allow for daring voyages. Roman galleons, reinforced with metal and powered by steam, cross the great oceans. The New World is discovered 1,000 years before Columbus, not for gold, but for knowledge, bringing back new botanicals, medicines, and star charts. And the heavens themselves open up. Aristarchus's heliocentric model becomes accepted fact by 500 AD. The church of this timeline rises to prominence, but must contend with a scientifically literate world. It cannot suppress this knowledge. Astronomy becomes the most prestigious science. By 1000 AD, a Roman space program out of Alexandria uses advanced telescopes to map Jupiter's moons. By 1500, they achieve rocket propulsion. Our Renaissance is their dawn of interplanetary travel. So what does 2024 look like in this unwritten timeline? The cities are a blend of Greco-Roman architecture and advanced technology. Marble temples stand beside gleaming towers. Silent magnetic trains glide along ancient aqueducts. The world's energy comes from clean fusion reactors perfected centuries ago. Humanity is an interplanetary species. There is a permanent, thriving outpost on Mars, named Alexandria Secundus. Our understanding of medicine is so advanced that major diseases were cured centuries ago. Average human lifespan is well over 120 years. The knowledge lost in our timeline has been compounded and perfected. But it may not be a utopia. This timeline has its own ghosts. A Roman Empire that never fell, but evolved, powered by technology its architects could only dream of. Its reach is absolute, its control perfect. political philosophies of democracy and individual liberty may have struggled against such a technologically advanced, centralized power. Humanity may have gained 1,000 years of science, but did it gain 1,000 years of wisdom? Did old prejudices, ambitions, and sins simply find new, more powerful tools to express themselves? Perhaps the greatest knowledge the library held was not on its scrolls. Perhaps it was the lesson that progress is about what we do with our knowledge. A chapter that, in any timeline, we are all still writing. Thank you for exploring this unwritten history. If you could save one piece of lost knowledge from the past, what would it be? Let us know in the comments.